squad from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Baylor Bears. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Bears will boot it away to start the game. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. The Wildcats will be in a hole thanks to that short return. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
The quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game, so who do you look for? The tight end, and there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter. But over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
From the shotgun, the inside give. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Garcia wants to throw. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Hand off from the shotgun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Just when they're looking run, now up top. He's got his man. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Offensive linemen love to run power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. Gets it out quickly. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Trying play action. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Well, great job there by the defense, because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And the Wildcats will move the sticks.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This offense has a second down play. They'll run it from the gun. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Going for it all. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Bears offense has the ball for the first time. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back, and this defensive end can put him there often.
Oh, he's going to go up top. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Going the other way, and he's got room. Running inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. So take the touchdown off the board. What a devastating penalty. Pass interference, waving off the pick 6. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive with a pass. Still looking. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. They come to the line hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. Back to throw. It's Flagway. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. Touchdown, Arizona! The defense with the scoop and score.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody staying in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. At the 35, he's open. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to test that run defense to the right here.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Quickly complete. He's brought down solid. Pick up a little bit short of the 1st down.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
The Bears are rolling down the field. Off play action on 1st down. Quick strike complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Looking at a second and short now. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly.
Touchdown, Baylor! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like,
Afterburner's coming, giving him his pads. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Arizona in a hurry. He wants to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Garcia to pass. Throws to the wideout. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
This offense is high octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Looking for blockers. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking for room. It's Washington. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold, open.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? Power football with the run. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Makes the grab down the middle. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 25. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Glagway. Getting some heat. Pocket starts to collapse. And that pass picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And he will step out of bounds, but what a way to get the ball back for his offense. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Long way to go for this offense. 1st and 10 from their own 12. They're getting this guy lathered up. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Going with the ground game left. On the move at the 30. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running it to the right. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. After the productive 1st down play at 2nd and 6. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they won't be able to connect downfield. Time played. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Got the quick pass. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He'll pull it down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. Wide open downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Discards a man. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. The Bears will go for it on 4th down. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bears!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And he's going to try to return this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Garcia wants to throw. Fires fires downfield. He's got an open man. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Dumps it off in the flats. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Not the type of accuracy you typically see from this senior quarterback.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Across the 25, he's got room. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Looking to throw it again. Spins it out to the back. He's got it. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. The throw to the outside is complete. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Garcia to pass. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Touchdown, Arizona.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
14.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw on 1st down. He rifles one deep to the left. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. Arizona set to start this 2nd half. They'll kick it off.
Number 19, set to kick off.
And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To the air, it's Lagway. Showing the arm strength to the left. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Baylor! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Extending the play. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
Defense in that situation just has to know to stay in their lanes. You know, it's hard enough to get this guy down on the ground, but you just can't let him escape. You got to build the fence. You got to build the cage. Keep him in the pocket, and that time he was just able to use his athleticism to get outside and go pick up the 1st down.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll keep it on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Looking to move it through the air. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for space to the left. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
8th play of the drive coming up. Garcia wants to throw. Got his man quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I think that time offensively, they're just trying to take what the defense is giving them, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense right now. They got a manageable situation.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On fourth down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona.
Number 34.
The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Rutgers is currently ahead in this one. The folks in Piscataway have been in a frenzy all week, but they're in the birthplace of college football. This one is close. They're up by 4 over Ohio State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Dropping back, it's Lagway. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time. Spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense. Understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. Moving away from pressure. Into the end zone. Touchdown Bears! And the comeback is on. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Scrambling away. He's going to run it. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're safe.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Arizona runs out the punt team. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Catch is made at the 15. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. They're bringing heat. He'll pull it down and run. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll try the run. Tackled after picking up the first down.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense, maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. He wants to go deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Baylor! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Pulls and throws out the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Garcia to pass. Now adjusting. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Yeah, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that one's incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Give to the running back. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Gonna run it. It's Washington. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Got his man downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Bears are flying down the field.
And this QB has been on top of it. He's made good reads, you could tell, taking care of the football, put up a lot of yards. He's over 350 on the day now.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Looking to pass. It's Glagway. Feeling some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Got his man on the right. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Touchdown, Bears! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now. I said, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Got his man out of the backfield. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Garcia wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. At the 35, he's loose. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here
4th.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Beasley. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Complete downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
Objective 1, get the 1st down, stop the clock. Nice job. Now get up to the line quickly. Try to save a timeout if we can.
They'll go to the air, trying to get to it. Bought a little time, lets it go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And I'll tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. 3rd and goal coming up here. Garcia to pass. Got it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. The snap sets up to throw. They're trying to get to it. And they got him! A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to throw. Coming after him. He's going to take off. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. He's going to pass. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game.